Making his way to the desk, the most consistent MMA YouTuber in the world, MMA experts. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Welcome to the show. What's up? How's everybody doing? Welcome to the evening hour. Welcome to it. Good to see everyone. Happy to be here. Cheers. The man is in the house. The man of the hour. The man of the week. The man of the moment. The man of the century. The people's favorite. Mr. Consistent J. Good to see everyone. Greetings. Hope you guys are doing pretty good. It's a beautiful Tuesday night. And I'm live with no UFC fights, but some hints of news, some conversation points to touch upon. We'll have a nice chat. We'll have a nice chat. All right. We got news points that I'm looking at here. We got the book of bets, bro. That's all this is here. There's no news points on that. The news points are in this mind. Okay. So hello. I'm feeling good. Happy to be here. Excited. And yeah, hope you guys are doing good. I should drop a video about some random shit soon, but there hasn't been any massive news. What it is Dana White's matchmaking for the White House. So he reveals the plan. Outside of that, no, we don't have the actual fights. We can ponder, we can discuss, we can assume, we can all come together with some ideas. But what I will tell you is Jaya Pataya is an absolute savage. Zuffa Boxing has signed. I play Undisputed, the boxing game. I was playing it earlier today. They announced he is fighting for the first ever Zuffa belt. I won't lie to you, man. I consider doing live streams for some of these Zuffa events on Sunday, especially that one. Those are good videos, Swerve. I know. Jaya Pataya, bro, that's sweet. Sometimes I think about, at least after today, sometimes I'm crazy, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see if this actually happens. Sometimes I think about starting a second channel, Boxing J, and just give some fucking takes, you know? Breaking news, Javid Bashrak got cut. I saw that. It is a badass name. It is. Could build a whole cult on that, but I don't know. We'll see if I'm called to it. Boxing experts, Jay. I'd go Boxing Jay. There's a page called Expert Boxing already. Yeah, exactly, Swerve. I would do it for the Jaya Pataya fight. That would be something to go live for. Hell yes. I don't know. I just ponder some ideas. I don't know. I feel like I understand boxing well too, you know? I mostly like the heavier weight classes in boxing, to be fair, though. No, Jones versus Alex for the title seems rather unlikely. John Jones is more pushing towards he's retiring officially now than fighting against Poatan. Doesn't seem to be happening. All right. That's honestly a solid idea, Swerve. Shit, good idea. Members stream to build the card, then do the video after. That's actually decent. Solid ass idea, Swerve. Has you guys helping me out with the concept too. How did I do Saturday, bro? I went 10-3 on the card. 10-3, my boy. Yeah, idea Swerve J is always on one. Swerve J got the fucking ideas. Yes, you do, my bro. Chat, we're at 11 likes. I need 20 likes up in here. Likes are too low. Alex versus Gane for the interim. Is that the White House main event, though? Which favorites do you think the lines will keep getting wider? Yeah, Yadir and Korea. Yes. I think Fluffy and Strickland, if anything, could get closer. I think there's going to be some Strickland backing for sure. Some people are going to jump on the Strickland side. Randy Brown versus Kevin Holland is such a firefight. It just makes so much sense. I saw that it's official. Holy shit, it is. Randy Brown, Kevin Holland, 327. That is a sick fight. Dude, if D-Rod can beat him, how couldn't Randy Brown? That's my thought process. You know? Thoughts on Costa, Correa, DeLeon, Moneyline Parlay plus 200? Live. Rude Boy is definitely live for a comeback. Definitely live. Listen, he's losing to, a good fighter in Bonfim. It's not like he's taking an L to D-Rod. Two lanky black welterweights going at it in Miami. Love to see it. This is a Miami fight. I think it's close. It's a hard pick to be had, but I don't know. Randy Brown might just have a little more fight in him than Kevin Holland at this point. Kevin, the king of hope, Cope Holland, Bro, the reason you're not getting the 326 co-main is because this week is dedicated all to this White House card. At this point, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with 326. I have no idea. You think Strickland may end up giving Fluffy problems if Fluffy can't get off his grappling? Strickland has bad hips, but you can't be too confident. I'm confident enough that I'm going to pick Fluffy. But, I reasonably understand the argument with Strickland. Hey, W. McStapler, what's up, my boy? How you feeling, bro? What's new? Justin Armin at the White House? If they're stripping Ilya, it's got to be because Ilya's then going up to welterweight, no? Their plan with the White House confuses me because Dana White said a one-off event, but I'm like, I don't think this Conor McGregor fight is happening. I don't buy it. White House card next week. I think they'll announce the White House card probably March, maybe during 326 fight week. That seems more hopeful than anything else. Pereira gone at 327 is fantastic. I think the interim heavyweight title, or even if they're going to end up stripping Tom Aspinall, they might strip Aspinall. Yeah, I have no confidence that Conor shows up for a fight. Zilch 0. Good to see and hear from you. What's up, Mythical Owl? Good to see you. I'm having a nice stream hanging out. We're updating everybody. Listen, Zuffa Boxing has me interested. There's actually one league of boxing to focus upon. This is fucking beautiful, man. The issue with boxing has been too many goddamn different promotions. With Zuffa, I want to watch. I want to see what happens with Jai Opatai. I want to see Charles Martin this weekend. They're intriguing me a bit. I feel like it can change the game. Zuffa Boxing can change the game in the biggest and best of ways. Trump's usually at those Miami cards. They'll do a little press conference before the event. Trump announces the card or maybe a trailer with his voice. I could see that, Swerve. I feel like the White House card, it's going to be weird. That's what I feel. I feel like it's going to be weird. Best way to describe it, I feel like the White House card is going to be fucking weird. Hey, W. Josh Bolton, my boy. Yeah, Javid Basharat, he's out. Only thing they need to do is sign a few more names to really get eyes on them. They get their hands on Shakura, Haney, Shushu, Carrington, Usyk, Teofimo, Garcia. Is someone who's popular in America. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being Ryan Garcia. I think they're working on getting Usyk. I don't know why Javid was cut besides his performance was mediocre. Bro, Pereira Gone main event, Ian Gary, Michael Morales co-main event sounds pretty perfect. I'm very down for Ian Gary, Michael Morales. Because if Ian Gary wins, that's proven your worth for a title fight. You're talking about Hot Rod winning against the Ukrainian former light heavyweight champ in Zuffa Boxing or 407. I watched that fight. I actually watched Hot Rod in person spar and shit. Late, Jay? Never late. On time. Smash the likes. I've heard through the rumor mill that Shakur's been having some contract issues with his promoters recently. That'd be a good signing. I feel like if anybody gets it done, it's Dana. Yeah, I mean, if Javid is actually out because of that recent fight, it's unfortunate because it's not like it was a fair fight anyways. The guy was, up in weight. Now, granted, short notice, but still, the guy had a weight advantage. Dude, the Morono UFC release just seemed like destiny. Where does Alex Morono go from here? I think Alex Morono maybe focuses on grappling. I could see that. Ilya Taporia, Ryan Garcia, Zuffa Boxing. I don't think that Dana's risking any UFC champs on Zuffa Boxing. He is the lesser of the Basharat. Sorry, Javid. Finally catching the GOAT live. What's up, EMG? Listen, man, I'm doing some evening streams because I feel like doing some evening streams. Been taking the afternoons to lay low. I've been resetting and refreshing. I got 8 weeks straight coming up next week, my boys. So I deserve a little chill. Moneyline is next week, Monday. No Moneyline this week. Alex Morono competes in UFC BJJ on the undercard as a part-time thing. Focus on his gym. He should be done. I think that's completely fair. Alex Morono signs with BKFC. I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't. Adesanya beats Piper, retires, beats up Jake Paul, Logan Paul in boxing. I could see Izzy doing a boxing match, but I don't think Jake Paul. Hot Rod, I knew the other guy could gas out. He was throwing everything and couldn't get him out of there. Bro, Hot Rod is a seasoned vet. Dude, so Hot Rod, he's been around forever. That'd just be a death sentence for Morono to be getting his ass whooped. Yeah, I hope he doesn't go to BKFC. Nico Price, Alex Morono 3 in BKFC. Low-key sells, though. Would you not want to see it in BKFC? Fuck it, man. Let them make some money. The trilogy. The trilogy in BKFC. I say do it. Wing C versus Morono would be a banger. Morono's way too big for him. You know what's crazy, guys? So I was playing Undisputed, the boxing game today, and I compare my skills to UFC 5. I'm so much better at Undisputed. I hadn't played in a long time. First guy I fight is like 80-something wins and like 100 losses, like 88 and 102 or 3 with a few draws. I fucking win. Another fight, 2-0 guy, beat him. Another fight, guys like 160 and 190, knock him out. Another guy, 0-0, it said his record was. I don't know, knocked him out. Then the only guy I lost to was 3-0. I was 4-0. He was 3-0. I guess technically I was 5-0, but one of the fights he did was quick fight. And he ended up getting a decision on me. But, bro, it's because it's 8 rounds. If it's 10 rounds, I win. Boxing Jay is my game, Jay. Bro, I'm just fucking better at Undisputed, I guess. Bumsius, Bum Vieira fight next. Hayani or Farad. Honestly, the Farad fight. The Farad fight kind of makes sense. But I think he's going to have to move up, dude. I don't know. I think Vinicius is going to be out for a while. Vinicius needs a cool break, dude. Cool chill sesh from fighting. Dude, Undisputed is free on the PlayStation Store. So just if you have PlayStation Plus, just download it. It's good. I fuck with the game, bro. If you like boxing, you'll like the game. UFC 6 is supposed to come June, July. I heard the rumor today. Dude, Hayoni, I don't want to see him versus Vinicius. Hayoni's underrated, bro. Congrats on the Mitsubek Orobai rookie autograph card. That's cool as fuck. Yeah, bro. Undisputed free on the PlayStation Store right now. Just get that shit. Why not? It's a decent game, bro. It gets a lot of flack because for the time, Fight Night was fucking amazing. I was watching my brother play Fight Night the other day, and you know, it's an old game now, but for the time, it was impeccable. UFC 6 is gonna be sweet, bro. You saying Vinicius make Chandler look at physicist was so funny. Holy shit. But no, I think UFC 6, it should be solid. I would like to see, I don't know. I would like to see stand and bang mode do a knockdown system. What do you guys think about that? If you play, I'm going to ask the chat because I know a lot of you guys fuck around with some UFC 5. Let's do it. Should UFC 6 stand and bang mode have knockdowns? 10-second. What would you say with a 10-second get up? Because right now the knockdowns are kind of annoying. Was listening to AJ in my headset while I climbed to remove the 130-foot fir tree. Keeps the mind right. Hey, WBG. Hell yeah, AJ, bro, you the man. I didn't know we could get that game for free. What? AJ's the GOAT. Bro, get that shit. Get that shit, bro. Yeah, the undisputed hit register is a little off. I will agree. It works with you and against you at times, bro. What American fighters do you want to see on the White House card? Besides Gaethje, I was looking up all the American talent. There's not that many Americans ranked. It's tough, bro. I don't know, bro. What do you guys want to see? I'm having a hard time. You didn't hear this from me, but there's over 120 fighters who've been given completely unique animations. I mean, the animations in the game are exactly like in real life. Guys like Bobby Green are sick to use, but you didn't hear from me. Hey, I heard nothing from you. That's fucking awesome, bro. That sounds incredible. Bro, like actually fighting with people and them fighting like themselves just makes the game so much better. I like that a lot. Is Paddy Pimblett going to have his chin directly up in the air, bro? I feel like he's going to get chinned a lot. Kayla, I would love to see Kayla on the White House card. I think they'll do it. If she's ready to go, they'll do it. Randy Brown or Kevin Holland? I don't know, man. Twisted, but I'll say Brown for now. Ilya at the White House? I wouldn't be surprised if him versus Gaethje's at the White House. 7 fights is what they're saying. We have to figure out who are they going to bring on. They're looking for American fighters to represent on that White House card. I got to be honest. I think you have to do Sean O'Malley, Corey Sandhagen. That's such a high-level American fight. Like, that's two of the best American strikers going after it. I know the UFC has been a little gun-shy on booking those two, but it seems like a good White House fight. That's a very technical fight. That could open up the White House card. I like the idea of Sandhagen O'Malley. They should do it. O'Malley, Petr Yan. They're saying that Marab is definitely next. Dana's announcement was boxing. Pereira's calf kicks, Poirier's defense, Ilya's boxing. It's all damn near identical. That's fucking amazing. Michael Morales' awkwardness. You think Gable could win heavyweight championship his first fight? He's definitely good, but I don't know. I don't know if they put Peyton Talbot on it. I'm late. Good shit, though. You're not even that late, bro. You're only 20 minutes late. It's not even late. All right, let me look for the ranked American fighters. All right, so you got Brandon Royval, Alex Perez, Tim Elliott, O'Malley, Corey Sandhagen, Rob Font. O'Malley, Sandhagen. Dude, it's kind of got to be that. O'Malley, Sandhagen. Yusuf Zalal Aljo, maybe. Gaethje Taporia. Brendan Allen, Dricus Duplessis. But Allen's been representing Canada, actually. No, not him. What the fuck? Curtis Blades. Bruh, the American talent is limited, bro. You're going to have to put Michael Chandler out there. Hey, what's up, Eustace? What's up, my boy? Weirdo Strickland would have been fun. Honestly, bro, it's just the timeline doesn't look likely. Corey versus Amian was booked, but Amian broke his arm and is out until the summer. Wonder if they find Corey for a replacement or book him versus Sugar. I think him versus Sugar is perfect, bro. Him versus Sugar is the fight. I know Strickland is scheduled, though, so I doubt they'll use him. Hollering at you from Fall River, Mass. Hey, a Brontes W. Bro, it's tough, man. What the fuck? Michael Chandler? Michael Chandler versus Benny Dariush? I guess Brendan Allen versus Dricus Duplessis could be on the card. Pereira Gane is definitely a possible fight with the Aspinall eye surgery and timeline of return completely unknown. You know, we don't know when he's coming back. Bro, Conor versus Chandler makes the most sense, but I don't know. Dana's saying no. Moicano Chandler, I'm down for that at the White House. Gable Steveson on the card would be dope, but I don't think they do him and Josh Hockett. Peyton Talbot versus Sandhagen works. They won't do Peyton Talbot versus O'Malley, though. Like, are they trying to focus on just American talent? You're limited. I mean, you could see a world where they do Kamaru Usman versus Islam Makhachev. Any OG Americans coming out of retirement like Dustin Masvidal or Diaz. To be honest, they could do Dustin versus Conor 4. Or they could do Dustin versus Diaz. I mean, to be fair, if they went the route of Dustin versus Diaz, that'd be kind of sick. Benil getting sacrificed to Manuel Torres. I didn't know that. What the fuck are they doing? Dustin Covington? Maybe. Diaz Dustin is kind of fantastic, though, no? Kind of love that fight. We need some more Americans, bro. I mean, there's a lot of Americans in the UFC, but just like elite level. Conor Ilya, no way. No way. Bo Nickel, probably. They'll put Bo Nickel on there. All right, let's go White House card right now. So, Dustin Diaz. Dustin Poirier versus Nate Diaz. They say yes. Okay. Justin Gaethje is going to be on the card for sure. Justin Gaethje, Ilya Topuria, high possibility. It's going to be Connor. I don't know if it's going to be Connor. I mean, Poirier, Connor 4, it definitely sells. But I don't know, man. It's like with McGregor, I just don't trust it. It's just he's giving me no reason to actually believe based upon evidence that he's coming back. Max, the thing is, Max is fighting in March, so if he comes out all right, it'd be a quick turnaround. Max Holloway wins against Oliveira. Colby versus Strickland, I just don't really see at middleweight. Colby doesn't even cut a lot of weight to 170. Moicano is, listen, he's American at heart for sure. Jones, Alex. Jones talking about retiring. I don't know. Lewis Volkov, too. Problem is, D-Lou just got toasted, and I just don't think the UFC is crazy about it. Like, let's be honest, D-Lou looked bad. D-Lou looked bad. The White House card's ruining UFC events till summer. I think they'll still put on some good fights. Like, Jack Della Prates, Ian Gary, Michael Morales. I could see Islam versus Usman. Marab also is, he's a good American immigrant. You're right. Yeah, I don't think they do Pfeiffer versus Nickel. But Nickel could very well be on the card. Holloway versus BSD for the BMF for the White House works. We'll see how this Oliveira fight goes, though. Yeah, it's 6 to 7 fights. They're going to do a lot of big names. Pereira's going to grapple Shara Bullet? Nah, I didn't see that. I feel like Poatan should win. Favorite sub sandwich? I mean, the Italian, bro. Come on. The Italian, my boy. Come on. What are we doing? That's the truth. Also, chat, we're at 34 likes. Let's get 40 likes up in here. I like the 7 fights, too. They just stack it. But it's like, it's hard to consider. Like, I don't know what direction. Like, I'm really trying to think about it. The fight that makes sense to me is Sandhagen versus O'Malley. But now you're talking about maybe Masvidal's coming back. I mean, Shara did survive. You're right, but he was getting beat. Italian J, bro. The Italian sub is the way. 6 undisputed titles is crazy. That's insane. I don't want to see Masvidal Colby 2 at all. Who do you think wins between Sugar and Corey, bro? It's close. I could see Sugar getting like a split decision. John versus Pereira. TKO execs and overrule Dana and want John. Yes. Islam Usman. Yes. Ilya Gaethje. Yes. Jan versus Sugar. I'd be down for it. Corey versus Peyton. Yeah. Chandler Moicano and then Lewis versus Hockett and Kelvin versus Bo. Honestly, Swerve, in a perfect world, that's a good White House card. I don't know. I mean, hearing Jan versus Marab seemingly is next, but it's like, if there's ever a time to give an undeserved title shot, it's for the White House card. But potentially Kayla Harrison, Amanda Nunes could go after it too. Salkild versus Roofy. Battle of high caliber prospects. I don't know. Age, I'm away from my hometown right now, but they got a nice Italian with salami, capicola, pepperoni, mortadella, provolone, hella onions and peppers. I'm jonesing. Bro, you got to get yourself one. You got to get yourself one. Wherever you are. You think Mario should fight who? Maybe Song Yadong. The thing is, Jones talking about retiring now. He's got arthritis. I don't know. Bro, can you imagine they fucking do Marab Batista? I mean, I'd be hyped to see it, but damn, I'd feel bad for Marab. I mean, Nick Diaz versus Conor is a cool spectacle fight. It just doesn't seem likely that Nick Diaz and Conor happens. I would think it's more likely Nate Diaz and Conor happens. In a 3-round, do you pick Mario over Marab? Shit. They're trying to get him out of there. Is he talking about retiring? I mean, maybe Adesanya's perspective is it's time to consider calling it, but I don't know. You think Song Yadong beats Umar in a 3-rounder? I wouldn't say that. Poirier, McGregor, or Poirier versus Diaz fits. I mean, Poirier versus Nate Diaz is actually a very cool fight. I just don't know if you get Nate Diaz out there. But, like, we wanted to see Poirier Diaz. They were supposed to do it. I'd like to see it happen. I mean, Mario's like a top 6, top 7 guy for sure. I think him versus Song makes sense. Yeah, Van versus Kopp is the perfect UFC 326 co-main event. I don't know where the hesitancy's from. Harrison Nunes fits to the White House car vibe. It depends if Harrison's ready to go. She had a serious surgery, man. But yeah, Mario Song Yadong is nice. I think it would be a good 5-round Apex fight night. Mario and Song. Good Apex card right there. The Macau card, I just hope it would be 5 rounds instead of 3. Harrison out to the end of the year. I thought so. Cop Van early lean, bro. As much as I love Van, Cop is a fucking problem, dude. Cop's just nasty. The White House card is hard to book. I respect them. Diaz versus Conor boxing because 2 wash from MMA. They put it on a Zuffa boxing card. I don't know, man. Conor talking about coming back all the time. I mean, a Patty versus Conor fight genuinely works for the White House at 170. Patty Pimblett, Conor McGregor. That's like a good spectacle. Can you imagine Conor McGregor comes back, chins Patty, 1st round knockout? You know, if Conor McGregor wins a fight, he's getting a huge fight. If he fights Patty and wins, I mean, Patty and McGregor is a good fight to book. Like, let's be honest here. Who else for Patty in the rankings? If you're really being serious about it. Okay, Charles Oliveira maybe, right? They could do that for Patty. Charlie O if he loses to Holloway. They're not going to do Patty Gamrot. Maybe Patty Dan Hooker, but I see them going like Roofy Hooker. They're not going to do Patty versus fucking Moicano. And Moicano's got a fight booked anyways. I mean, they could go Patty versus Michael Chandler at the White House. That's also a possibility. Patty versus Chandler. But no, they already did that. What am I talking about? The fuck am I talking about? No, they won't do that. Honestly, Chandler at the White House, it would only be to fight Conor. There's nothing else. Bring back Mike Perry is crazy. Mike Perry, Nico Price, bare knuckle, bro. They told us 6 to 7 fights. There's only so much you can put. Guarantee, I think, Bo, Gable, Chandler, Gaethje, and Sugar. That's already 5 fights, though. We got room for 2 more. So Chandler versus who? And then Gable versus whoever. And Bo versus who? Who's Bo going to fight at the White House? I'd watch Chandler if it's Chandler McGregor. Chandler BSD would be fun, yeah. But I don't think that goes well at all for Chandler. But they could just do it for a violence fight. Nah, they're not gonna go Bo versus Fluffy. Chandler versus Roofy, yeah. Get him fucking dusted. Chandler Masvidal or Chandler Diaz. You know, Chandler Masvidal doesn't sound crazy. Chandler Masvidal at 170. Opener for the White House card. Maybe second fight in. Yeah. Honestly, Chandler Masvidal might be the fight. Nah, they're not going to do Gable Gone. They'll do Gable versus, I don't know. If they're going to give him a big fight, maybe Gable, Derek Lewis. Can you imagine Derek Lewis just starches him? I don't think Conor versus Roofy is in the works for the White House, dude. I don't see it. I see Conor Patty or Conor Diaz or Conor Chandler or Conor Poirier at most. Blanchfield versus Valentina. Honestly, Valentina on the White House card makes a lot of sense. And Blanchfield's American, but I just don't think it's a needle-moving fight. Chandler took too much time off waiting for Conor. He never looked the same when he came back after taking those 2 years off. He did screw himself. Michael Chandler, Eddie Alvarez, 3. You don't see Conor anywhere near the octagon. It's hard to feel confident. Who do you think is next for Roofy? Because I don't see the Conor fight happening. I think Roofy Dan Hooker is actually really good. Dream World, you give that bump Chandler to Esteban Rivovix as a crowded fight night co-main. Just know they're going to give him a big undeserved fight at the White House. Chandler versus Terrence McKinney, boom. Dude, I can see Chandler versus Masvidal now, though. I could see them bringing Masvidal back for a Michael Chandler fight. I agree. Conor and Diaz not reliable enough to book. I know. Roofy versus loser of Max Charlie. I could see them giving Patty the loser, though. But if it's Max, I could see it. But if it's Charles, I think they go Patty. I like Roofy versus Hooker a lot. It's a good striking fight. Roofy versus Poirier. I don't know, man. I could see them trying to put together Poirier Covington, but I don't really want to. Valentina Shevchenko versus Natalia Silva. It's just not a White House fight, though. Gable Stevenson, Curtis Blades. My God, they're giving him a big fight. Off rip, they give him Curtis Blades. I don't know if they give him Curtis Blades for a debut. I mean, Jordan Levitt's an underdog because he's moving down to 145, bro. Lighter man skill. Nah, I don't think we see Gary Covington. Gary's going to fight Michael Morales or maybe even Usman. I think Islam versus Usman at the White House is actually a good choice because Usman's a Trump supporter too. I could see them doing that. Rousey Nunes too. Better off doing Rousey versus Misha Tate 3. Bo versus Kelvin Gastelum sounds perfect. Chandler Masvidal perfect. Gaethje Ilya perfect. Sugar Yan, yeah. Islam versus Kamaru seems more likely than John Poetan because I don't know, bro. John Jones, he keeps flip flopping. I don't know, man. Behind the scenes, I wish I had inside info that I could tell you. I just I don't know with John Jones. Usman he doesn't rep the USA, but he fucks. He's in with Ali and Trump and shit. He was at like a Trump rally and stuff like that. Remember they asked Trump about UFC fighters, always mentions Usman. So I think there's an element to it. Trump said he likes Habib. I think Trump is a fan of Islam too. And I could see Usman Islam capping that card off. Can we get AJ to 50 likes? Yeah, guys, let's get 50 likes. We're at 45. Run the likes up crazy for the boy. Run the likes up like fucking madness for the off week Jay, bringing the late night heat. The late night heat, my people. How locked in? Can you send me, Hernandez, can you send me a Conor McGregor lock-in picture or like an Instagram or a Twitter? Like, can I check this out? I need to see something. I need to see if he's actually locked in. Is Conor locked in? Hernandez, send me link. Yeah, Usman's American. He's just Nigerian ethnically, you know? Jacoby versus Roundtree 2 at the White House? I don't see it. Jacoby Jamal Hill. I think they're doing Jamal Hill versus Blachowicz. Jamal Hill versus Jan Blachowicz. The beef is there to set it up. Sugar Sean versus Piotr Jan 2 is perfect. Manuel Dariush is like sad, bro. Like, can we just talk about them sacrificing Dariush? Like, no love for Benny Dariush, my people. Benny Dariush just, hey, we'll throw you to the fucking Lions. Manuel Torres, the knockout king, who just destroyed Grant Dawson. Bro, Stipe comeback at the White House versus Poatan. I don't see Stipe coming back at 46. I think if Masvidal is on the card, it's Masvidal or Chandler. Yeah, the chin is gone. Yeah, listen, no, Benny's not top 15, and he's going to get absolutely cooked versus Torres. John is probably requested for more cash to fight Alex. Lopez Silva, too. I don't think they rushed to book that. I don't think they rush. Do I regret the Oliveira pick? Of course, I want to get everything right, but hindsight 2020, bro. Benny's still Moicano's dad. Strangely, you're right. No, Masvidal Covington does not interest me at all. Yeah, exactly. George wants to fight Conor. Chandler wants to fight Conor. Yes, have them fight one another. Lopez Yair is definitely the fight to make for Noche. Dude, Aljamain Sterling Yusuf Zalal is a fantastic fight. Aljamain Sterling versus John Silva works. Let's see if John Silva can deal with that level of grappling. Van at the White House. I think no. I think they should use him for like Miami or the Co-Main. O'Malley versus Jan have a chance to make it on the White House. I definitely think there's a possibility. Exactly. Aljo on the White House because of his style? Probably not. I mean, Van's from Myanmar, though. He reps Myanmar. He lives in America. He's a Texas native, but he's from Myanmar. Bro, Raw Dog, if he was coming off of not a first-round knockout, that'd be cool. You send it to me on X. Let me check it out. All right, let's see. I mean, let me ask you guys, how do we feel about this? McGregor teasing the comeback. I mean, he definitely looks leaner.
You're under arrest. You're under arrest.
Bulldog choke.
Stop resisting.
He looks like 170 McGregor. He looks like he's preparing for a welterweight fight. But then again, how much is he training? Of course, he's able to choke out some randos. Thank you for sending me that, Hernandez. I have no interest in Colby Masvidal too. Zero. Bro, Hockett versus D-Lou on the White House card would be perfect. Right, exactly. It's McGregor just rolling. It doesn't mean much. You're right, punches and profits. And then evidence tells us we were wrong initially for, the three of them. I think anything less than having either McGregor or John Jones, a White House card, would be kind of a fail. Maybe a Habib comeback. Not going to happen, Habib. More likely you see John or McGregor. More likely you see John and McGregor than you have a Habib comeback. Let me tell you that. Yo, but Kevin Holland, Randy Brown is sick. Fuck all that AJ Lucas Tracy main event. Will make the White House card greater than it could have ever been before. Hockett versus Salsa Boy. He don't deserve Salsa Boy. I think that realistically, Masvidal, Michael Chandler, boom. They're not going to give Edwards a fight at the White House card. Nah, Chandler got more hype on him than Edwards, at least in America. They're not going to waste their time with that. Masvidal versus Chandler makes too much sense at 170. Wonder Boy, bro. They call up Wonder Boy. Oh, shit. Wonder Boy versus Colby Covington live. Wonder Boy and Colby is not a surprise if they make that. That's actually really possible. I could see them doing that. Wonder Boy versus Covington. Yeah. You touch on the Gary fight. I think Gary Michael Morales for some reason. Ewing on the White House card, bro. They got 7 slots, dude. They're not spending it on a prospect. Call up Misfits, me and you tag team boxing versus Twitter MMA YouTubers. Don't matter who. That'd actually be pretty savage. Full send. You know about the insight to that, bro. What type of dollar signs are they actually paying for that shit? What's the paycheck? Dude, tag team boxing. I know you got like 20 something boxing matches. Problem with George Leon is it's so unbelievably likely that Leon just outpoints him in a shit 50-minute decision, and they don't like that. At least Mike versus George will be fun. Exactly, bro. It's about entertainment. I'm with that, Swerve. Yes. Ace Boogie, thank you for the $4.99. Connor versus Patty, Ilya versus Justin, Sean versus Jan, Kayla versus Nunez, Bo versus Bruno, Masvidal, Leon, Gable versus Hockett. But Bruno's fighting against our boy, RoboCop. Ilya Justin's cool. Connor versus Patty main eventing over Ilya, though, makes no sense to me. Sean versus Jan is sensible. Kayla versus Nunez is unlikely because of Nunez's neck. And Masvidal, Leon's probably too boring. Gable, Hockett, I don't think they want to run that shit just yet. Thank you for the $4.99, Ace Boogie, and I appreciate you. You know why? Because you got the motherfucking off week. Dono train running. I appreciate you, dog. Absolute savage, Ace Boogie. Adrian, my picks went against the grain and we pulled, brother. Valle was my lock of the week before the Dolgarian fight. I'm telling you, AJ, this Valle dude is super underrated. And I was looking at the odds for the fight, and against Jordan Levitt, they are currently sitting at minus 320. I expect them at minus 500, bro. Minus 500. I'd pay so much money just to be a fly in that White House meeting room, man. So curious what they're thinking. I would love to hear it, bro. I wish I could wiretap it. Someone give me Trump on the fucking hotline, bro. Nah, fuck Rivs on Hockett. I would hope Hockett beats him. I will hope Hockett handles him. I hope Hockett goes through and beats Rivzan. I want to see Gable Stevenson and Hockett eventually fight, but I want them both to have like an established UFC run first. You know what I'm saying? Get them cooking up a little bit first before they fight each other, you know? Let's build some hype, build some excitement and anticipation first, dude. Chat, we're at 53 likes. I want 60 up in here. We got over 120 watching. Bro, we should have over 150 watching. Make sure you guys spam the like button. YouTube, pump that algorithm 20% for your boy. 20% for every evening, Jay. Dropping the late night streams, man. You don't want to see Ilya versus Justin. Definitely not the White House. It has to be a super fight headlining. I mean, Makhachev could potentially headline it. But what would the super fight be then? Ilya Makhachev then? Imagine Hockett beating the shit out of D-Lou, then going crazy on the mic in the post fight, right? At the White House, do they allow that shit though? Can Gable beat Ngannou? I don't know. Oh my God, could you imagine? Gable signs with PFL. How? I don't know why. Now, what the fuck? Gable signs with PFL, chat. Gable signs with PFL, makes the biggest mistake. He signs with PFL, becomes the PFL champ before ever getting to the UFC. Bro, Gable in the PFL. Why is it that it's making sense to me that Gable's going to the PFL? They're going to shoot him a nice offer, 100%. Will heavyweight ever be saved? Yes, but I don't know when. Bro, Whitaker at light heavyweight seems risky, dude. Those guys are huge. He's a former welterweight. I can honestly see a world where they do Ilya versus Islam and Justin versus Conor for the interim belt. Finch was saying that. I'm telling you, he's not. He's only been in talking to the UFC. They've already been in talks. They better sign him, bro. They better sign him. PFL offers him like a crazy deal. I want to see Trump walking out with Royval while singing ODB. I like it raw. That's crazy. Trump just bopping his head on some savage shit. Yeah, I'd be freaked out. Islam said that Chanko was going to fight Manuel Torres. He ain't getting a Manuel Torres fight in a debut. Chanko got to get through like Rumbeshki first. Bro, Justin versus Conor is a dope fight. It's just, it wouldn't really make sense for the lightweight interim belt. And is the plan then to do Conor at 55? Can he even make 155? I thought Conor would come back at 170. You know, I'm disappointed they never booked Francis versus Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder's fighting Chisora. I like the Spearman's ins. Dude, Deontay Wilder Chisora is like a must-watch boxing fight. That shit interests me a ton. McGregor for the BMF belt. But I feel like it's got to be Gaethje, though. You know? McGregor Holloway, too. McGregor Oliveira. I don't know. I think Justin's going to end up getting his title fight. You're right. Jones versus Ngannou at the White House would have been mega shit. Would Usman be the only guy to fight Islam and Hamzat if he fought Islam? As far as I know, yeah, definitely in the UFC. I don't know if they have any common opponents outside of it. Jones, Poatan. Dude, Poatan is ready, but I could see Jones calling it a career. Poatan gone. I got a feeling Poatan gone fight at like 327 or something. Can you imagine they throw us for a loop? They do Ilya versus Gaethje, not at the White House. Ilya doesn't get to fight there versus, or Gaethje really doesn't. Imagine the UFC just drops a fat nuke on the whole world, buys Francis from PFL and do Pereira gone and John Francis at the White House. My mind would be blown. Or if they just did Poatan versus Francis at the White House. Bro, if they did Poatan versus Francis, though, that would actually be insane. Piper Adesanya. I'm a lean Adesanya can pull it off, but scared. Costa and Fluffy a lock. I'm picking them, but I don't know if I'm ready to say locks yet. UFC needs to get some big, tall, fit, marketable heavies with great personalities from kickboxing, boxing, or BJJ. Think Nicky Rod, Gilbert Ivor, and put them on an intense UPI training program. They need to just find some future prospects at heavyweight. Yeah. Heavyweight boxing is still really good, you know? So it's like there's the avenue for there's a lot of big boys that could probably, you know, do MMA. I mean, bro, look at Zuffa Boxing this Sunday. They have Charles Martin versus I think Izzy Azagba, F.A. Ajagba. F.A. Ajagba, if he did MMA, would probably be an Ngannou type. I don't think they want Gaethje to fly out of space at the White House. They got to hope that he can pull through. You think options for the headliners are Ilya versus Islam, Jones versus Pereira, Jones versus Aspinall, Alex versus Aspinall, Connor Justin, or Jones versus Francis as a wild card? Yeah, I just don't see them doing it. Nicky Rod could be a Buchecha 2.0. Unfortunately, true. But I'd be hype if Nicky Rod came to MMA. Nah, Aspinall is definitely not ready for the White House. I think we can see Aspinall by the end of the year. Chanko, future champ. No. Chanko, fun fighter on the roster that could deliver some badass striking? Yes. Chanko versus fucking Ignacio Bahamondes or Esteban Ribovics? Fire. Aspinall, maybe late summer, early fall, August, September. That's what I was thinking. I could see them bringing him back around that time. Listen, Nicky Rod's wrestling would be a problem. Bro, Chanko Rembeshki would be a fucking movie. Are you kidding me? Chanko Rembeshki would go crazy. Who your most confident picks for the card? Don't know yet, bro. I got to sleep on it. I'm not deciding till a week from tomorrow what my confident picks are on the card. I don't want to rush. There's something to be said about letting things marinate, and I have an extra week. I made all my picks early so I could think about it for longer. Like, obviously, I wanted to get you guys the video with a lot of time, but also I want to think about it longer. I'll tell you this. I think that Judice is very live for a finish. Gaethje, Topuria, Jones, Pereira, Connor Holloway, Usman Islam, Nunes, Kayla, Izzy, Hamzat, opening fight, Gable Stevenson versus anyone. They're not going to put Hamzat on the White House, bro. I don't see it. Usman Islam, possible, you know. I would say even Connor Holloway more possible. But I don't see it, bro. I don't see Hamzat on the White House card. I think, dude, they said 6 to 7 fights on the White House card. So I don't think that was a bullshit rumor. I think that was true. That's like in the plans. I got to find it. Let me see. UFC White House card plans. There's a whole slate of things. Man, where the fuck is it? UFC White House. Let's see if I can find it. 6 to 7 fights. I know there's 6 to 7 fights. And they're matchmaking the card today. So something's happening behind the scenes. Something big. I'm trying to find if there's more info. I'm trying to see. But I can't find this post that I saw that had all the info. Trying to go to the next numbered event at T-Mobile. When do you think that would be? May or late summer? Maybe May. Miami's April. Bloody Elbow did an article about it. Maximum of 7 fights. Ari Emanuel said it. Yeah, I saw that. Bro, Alex Pereira at heavyweight is definitely huge. T-Mobile at 326. All right, so bam, 326. I didn't realize that was at T-Mobile. No, Armin's not getting on the White House card, bro. No chance. I'd be fucking shocked if Armin's on the White House card. Hell no, they ain't putting Armin on there, bros. No way. No way. You're not seeing Armin. Arman Sarukian is not in good graces with the UFC. They'll give him BSD in France, if anything. Benoit Saint-Denis and Arman Sarukian next. No, I don't think Pantoja is on the White House card. Armin's going to be main event in a fight night versus Benoit. Bryce is not getting that fight on the White House. No way. I don't see it. Bryce versus Alexandre Topuria on the White House card. Seems unlikely if they're doing 7 fights. They're not going to use it on that matchup. I don't see it. I think it's incredibly unlikely. Hey, WPDX. Am I going to the Miami card? Nah, I'm streaming, bro. Wishes for the White House card. Honestly, unless it's Kayla versus Nunes, I agree. No women's MMA. The wishes for the White House card. It's a good video idea. Like a sensible super fight. I kind of like this Michael Chandler versus Masvidal fight a lot. Mitchell Topuria at 327. Right. That's perfect. Usman Islam is a perfect main event. Why am I scared to give us picks? I did the full card breakdown. I'm not scared. I just don't have my legit most confident pick section listed off yet. I think Brahimaj can beat Puna Soriano. If it was up to me, though, I would say fuck the Ilya and Gaethje fight. Do Volk Gaethje. Dana said the main event's a one-off fight, but that's fucking weird. I don't even know what that means. Is that Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor 4, though? Is that it? You know? Alex gone, I feel like Miami. Alex gone for the interim heavyweight belt, and then for the interim light heavyweight belt, Yuri Olberg. Boom. Or they could just fucking have, Aspinall stripped and do the vacant title fight. Fuck it. Aspinall can get the shot when he comes back. Bro, I know a one-off fight could mean so many things, bro. I hope it's not McGregor Dariush, though. After seeing Masvidal lose that boxing match against Diaz, can't ever pick him again. He was absolutely horrible. You don't think he beats Chandler at 170, though? I think he could beat Chandler. I think he beats Chandler. Yuri versus Olberg is a sick fight. Not for the White House, just for, 327. No, I actually think Conor has a chance versus Dariush. Just catch him with one punch. Dariush's chin is just too worrisome, bro. All fights start striking, so. Am I crazy for thinking Del Valle hasn't proven his price tag? It's a fair point, but ask yourself, is Jordan Levitt the man to fraud check Del Valle? Yuri Small and Alberg will be champ? Damn. No love for Yuri's fucking ability to walk people down and absorb damage. You're cool with Aspinall being stripped. It's not like he won the actual belt. Right, he was the interim champ. Poatan gone. Vacant heavyweight title if they're not doing Poatan at the White House. Levitt does scrap, but he's going down to 145. I don't know how he looks at 145. I feel like he was slow at 55. I don't have high expectations at all. You know? Think Tom will come back the same after surgery. If he fights Alex, I mean, after he comes back, I think he's cooked, bro. Can you imagine his vision's a little off? Poetan chins him, left hook. Purr has to be there. He's the biggest star in the sport. I mean, Poetan versus John Jones is the fantasy land hope for the main event. But I just feel like it could be Islam Usman instead. Yeah, Mitchell Tannis. I heard about the Guthrie case. They detained someone? Really? Is it the in-laws? I picked Del Valle before his last fight played out, but I'm leaving Levitt more proven to me. You know, I just feel as though Levitt's so slow twitch. Though I could see Del Valle subbing him. Chase Hooper showed him levels, man. I don't know, man. I got to pick against a jacked up fucking Cuban, or I'm going to pick Jordan Levitt. I think Dawkins should destroy Luque. Vicente Luque at 185 feels weird. Bro, I don't see Levitt subbing Del Valle. It doesn't happen. Also, chat, we're at 68 likes. Let's get 75 likes up in here, man. Let's get the like button moving. Make sure you guys spam the like button for the Big J. Show some love to the boy. Let's get 75 likes up in here for the off-week stream. The thing that makes me confident in John fighting is John said he wanted it. I know Trump wants it, and I'm very confident the TKO execs want it. I think they want it. I'm with you. Del Valle should be way too strong. I think Del Valle is too much man strength for Levitt, bro. Big like for the big dog. Thank you. Thank you guys for hitting the likes. The nighttime streams have been popping lately. You guys seeing the fucking numbers, bro? The evening Q&As have been where it's at. I'll be live for lunch, though, Friday, of course. I don't know. Thursday, maybe. We'll see. But I'm planning late night streams throughout this week. I might do a video either tomorrow or Thursday afternoon. But the late night streams numbers have been fucking mega, dude. I love lunchtime live. Don't get it twisted. It's not like that series is going away, but like the nighttime stream just gives a lot of options, bro, to everybody around the world. I want to see Chepe fight again, too. Who doesn't love a good Chepe fight? The nighttime streams are the chillest, the chill vibes, yeah. I call them the nighttime savage streams. You can't make any other stream because of work. I know a lot of people is like that. That's why I've been chilling off the lunchtime this week, because everybody's at home. The time that I go live is good for the East Coast and the West Coast. And it's good for the people over, you know, the other side of the world. UFC 5 stream, I'll see how I feel tomorrow. Maybe 50-50. I've been playing Undisputed, to be honest. A 4 a.m. Whaley themed stream for my Chinese viewers. What's up, Liga Dantas? We got time for the Big J. Exactly. Coltrane, what time is it by you and Oz, bro? Because, yeah, the Aussies be coming in heavy during the late nights. Jones went a year and a half before fighting again without being stripped. Give Aspinall till summer at least. Yeah, but it's John Jones, though. 11:41 a.m. in Perth, 2:40 by you. That's good time zone. You guys still have the option to watch. You know, it's not like in the middle of the fucking night. Somehow the West Coasters and Aussies are aligned on these later start times. Bro, it works. I think that, I don't know. I think a lot of the crowd really has been enjoying me doing some later streams, which I really wanted to prioritize some of the late night shows. But like normally with Moneyline Monday, I like the Monday lunchtime live to start it off right. Tuesday, I like the evening hours savagery. But I like doing a video during the day, but there hasn't been news. Wednesday, same thing. Thursday, Propaholics in the late night. Sometimes, obviously, lunchtime. And then, obviously, Friday, I love lunchtime. Friday's the lunchtime savage mode. Chat, we're at 77 likes. I want 80 now. We're going to hit 100 likes during the stream. I'd actually like to hit 105 likes during the stream. So make sure you guys run the likes up. I used to stay up all night and watch the lunchtime live at 6 a.m. when you're doing the old time slot. That's funny as fuck, bro. Damn, W Coltrane. I don't know. I just think the evening hour streams have been really doing some great numbers. So I believe in everything based on the evidence presented. The algorithm seems to really like when I go live between like 8 o'clock and 11, even sometimes 6:30 on the earlier side for Propaholics. But the evening hour is well liked. Scott's Arizona in here. Hey, W, bro. Don't ever think I've been awake for the lunchtime live. Glad for the late nights. And I think, you know, the good thing about the late night is it gives everybody a shot to watch. When I was just doing lunchtime, it doesn't give everybody a chance to watch. I feel, you know, I feel guilty when I'm doing that. But obviously, Fridays and Mondays, the lunchtime savage spots are pretty locked in. Friday's a different type of lunchtime live, though. It's the weigh-in watch along. You know, it's a lunchtime live weigh-in show. It's more than this, you know, the stream. I feel like people are exaggerating how much hate Tom is getting. I feel like most people are on his side. Well, there's a loud amount of people against him. But yeah, of course, there's some people that got his back. Sammy Chevy on replay, and I learned a lot from you over time. Hey, W Mythical Owl. Am I a fan of any other sports? I mean, I like boxing still. Does YouTube give you statistics on what time / when your streams normally get the most views? I just base it on empirical evidence, bro. The later time slot just allows many more to tune in. The West Coast crowd tends to miss the early streams, and then the foreign crowd tends to miss it. It's kind of like the lunchtime live is kind of like a East Coast time slot only. I'm not saying I'm not doing lunchtime. I still am. It's just I've been trying to prioritize the late night streams. A lot of casuals are against Tom because of what big figures in the sport said, John, Dana, etc., and like the other side, the hater side. Right, it's 10:45, bro. It's the late night savage stream. We understand the lunch times, bro. Hey, thank you. Dun 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 dun. Is Dana gonna say something? I'm thinking we hear from Dana about the White House card in March. But I think we hear from him about 326 and 327 next week, Tuesday. You're on the same schedule the UFC fights, what you just said. That's a good thing. I think it's the best way. I think it's the best. I think it's the best way for the Big J. Tommy and Waldo not quitting the week after Tom did was not helpful to Tom. It's like Waldo just really upped his aura through the roof by going out and knocking Daliha out. To be fair, though, you know, Daliha not nearly as capable of technical striking as Cyril Gane, but ultimately still savage of Waldo. I'm excited for Daliha's fight next week. You think they wait all the way till April? Maybe. Bro, I think next Tuesday is going to be the 326 and 327 announcements. We might even get a 328 announcement. Alden Correa against Garula? Yeah, Alden can box, dude. Alden's a sharpshooter. He mixes it up with the hands nicely. Alden's slick on the feet. He's confident as fuck. His style is enjoyable to watch. Dana just does a 326 co-main announcement. We don't even know what's going down with 327. Nah, bro. 327 is 2 months away. We need to know. We need to know ASAP. No numbered events this month. And currently, no undisputed title fights booked. The Josh Van gym is nasty. Battle or Eblin? Bro, I think Eblin gets him. I think he's working for Zuffa too hard. The UFC cards are lacking. I think it's just the stuff with the White House card is kind of in the forefront. I don't know with Zach Reese. I think he's got a chance if he grapples, man. Michel Pereira, he's not that fucking good, bro. I know. I might be reaching a little bit going Zach Reese. I don't know. But something tells me I'm like, Zach Reese on the ground, though, is very live to outwork the side of Michel Pereira. Pereira gasses, bro. John Silva Volk. Bro, John Silva don't deserve that shit. I think Michael Morales versus Ian Gary. Jack Della versus Prates. And then it probably does Usman versus Makhachev if it's not Ilya. June 14th, I think, is the White House card. Jailton Almeida at light heavyweight. Smart. But the better strikers will get to him. Maybe Zach crumbles. I don't know, bro. Michel Pereira might be washed, though. I got my doubts about Pereira. I got some doubts. But listen, man, I don't know. We'll see if I change my mind. The testy picks on the card, there's a couple of them. Brain tells me it's a favorite heavy card. I saw Randy Brown versus Kevin Holland for 327. Love that fight. Usman or Magomedov in the UFC, probably 2027. It's live. I mean, he's a threat. Hey, PDX, it worked out perfect, bro. You're going to Japan, man. You got to be living lavishly. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the hell out of Japan. Guys, are we forgetting who Usman is? No, I mean, his title shot would be based on legacy, not like current merit. John Castaneda versus Mark Vologdin. Not a fight I expected. But that's actually going to be a sick fight. It's a good matchup. Jeff Neal minus 180. There's a lot of value on the card. You can parlay. Big money. Bro, if Medic beats him, I'm in shock. I think Jeff Neal should absolutely handle. I'm going to tell you, though, some 50-50 fights that I feel like Dan Ige, Melky Costa is interesting. Like, I could see the Ige argument. It's just Melky's on fire. I think Ode's a live dog. Chidi Bang Bang and Leo's a coin flip fight. You know, if John Paul Labassignani got fraud checked by Phil Rudd, I wouldn't be shocked. You used to live there, PDX? That's cool as fuck. My girlfriend's brother used to train with Battle at Hayastan MMA, and he apparently just changed gyms recently to another one in Charlotte. I feel like it's not normally a good sign. Maybe he's got issues with the coach and he's trying to change the game. I don't think he's beating Johnny Eblin. Damn, PDX, you used to live in Japan? That's crazy. How long did you live there? Are you from there originally? AJ, try and guess who Dominic Cruz had last on his podcast. Little hint, you'll never get it. Jimmy Crute. Who do you have, bro? Tell me, Swerve. Who is it? I think John Paul beats Phil Rowe, too. I'm picking him. Melky's a way bigger favorite than he should be. That fight's more of a 50-50. Steiny from Nelk, really? On Dominic Cruz's pod. Bro, why the fuck have I not got invited to Dominic Cruz's pod? I might have to reach out to Dominic Cruz, bro. What are we doing? I should be on Dom's show. I mean, I would like to get on Dom Cruz's pod because, you know, he's a legend of the fucking game. But am I a big enough name for him? Is there a way to contact me on Dom Cruz? I'm going on Ode, yeah. Bet you Steiny couldn't name 3 Dominic Cruz fights. Well, you can name, you know, the Uriah Faber fights. That'd probably be the way. That's the only way. How much is Rampage making the stream? I'd assume thousands of dollars a week. I bet you Steiny doesn't even know who Uriah Faber is. He seems like he knows nothing about MMA from the Guru Pride. He's just cool with Dana. Armin talking shit on BSD. That's the best fight he could get right now, realistically, to get back in the octagon soon. I completely fucking agree. I like that fight. BSD versus Arman Sarukian. Book that shit. Chat, I want 100 likes up in here. We're at 81. We're getting close to 100. We're 19 away from 100. Can we keep the 100 like streak going? We have 122 live watchers. I feel like we should have the 100. You think Medic W is almost a lock? Chinny Medic, he's good, but come on now. Come on. Bro, Kawe Hernandez is sick, bro. They need to get him a fight soon. Kawe Mike Davis actually is perfect. Healing this pods in person, so I have to travel to Cali. I mean, listen, bro, if I got that offer, I'll book the flight. I absolutely would book that flight. So to go with Dom Cruz, that'd be cool. I didn't see Finch's picks at all yet for next week. I have no idea. I don't know about Finch's picks until next week. In person, Jay, with Dom Cruz would be cool. Thing is, you're such a fan of the game, you wouldn't even want to talk about yourself on there. You'd switch it to interviewing Dom, probably. Yeah, you're right. Kopylov, yes. Kopylov, Shara Bullet, perfection. Right? Kawe's leg kicks are next level, but to be fair, his opponent, whatever his name was, Hardwick, he couldn't defend leg kicks for fuck. Islam would probably beat Morales. Bro, Fares Ziam, low-key, one of the most unexpected top caliber talents on the rise right now. Like leveled up. Bro, I remember when he was getting dominated by McKinney. It's like, this guy's trash in the ground. Leveled up. Mad respect to him. Crazy amounts of respect to him. He's a savage. For sure, he's a savage. Yeah, nah, I might DM Cruz. I'll DM. Want me to do it right now? Let's go. We'll find Dom Cruz right now. I don't think he has his email available. I didn't see it on his page. Let's see. Oh, Dom Cruz, Aaron Courier at gmail.com. Oh, he does have his email. That could be cool. I know. They said Basharat, peace out. Dom Cruz like an angry Finch is funny as fuck. All right, let's see. All right, so I got his email. I'll come up with something. Sean blasting dudes like a Mavov and people think he sucks. Nah, Strickland definitely doesn't suck. Chat, we're at 86 likes. All right, I won't be greedy. 90 likes, 90 minutes. Can we do it? AJ, if you got invited on, how much would someone have to donate for you to unironically do the whole pod in Gianni the Greek? Oh, bro, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be able to do the whole pod. I could do moments. Ode lock of the week or no? I don't know about Ode lock of the week, but Ode underdog. Ode savage dog call. Hey, that collab's going to be good too, man. Yeah, I got to talk to him. I haven't yet, but we will. We will. Me and him will do it. That'll be a fun show. Yeah, they'd be like, get this guy out of here. I wouldn't do that. I would take it serious, bro. I'll sit there, class act. Dominic Cruz and me will be arguing about why I'm MMA experts. They were like, how do you earn that title? You didn't get in the cage. I'm laying it down on the value side. I'd donate 100 for you to randomly talk shit on Tybura. I'd have to. I would. Just for you, PDX. I say, listen, Martian Tybura is not even top 15 anymore. What is he doing? Volta Walker crushes him. Volta Walker crushes him. What are you talking about? I definitely have Cruz critique and rate the shadow boxing. Love a live stream where viewers can super chat any parlay, minimum $3.99 for a fictional $100 parlay. Person who hits the highest payout wins 200. Shit, I might lose money on that though. Maybe. Shadow knocks me out. I make it a troll. I'd say, listen, I do know the game. I know ball. Probably the most like an MMA YouTube to get on there. Definitely knows about Guru and doesn't want a platform. And Lucas just stays in his own little bubble. So you have the best shot. I'd be willing to do it. I'd be willing to get put to the test by Dominic Cruz. I would argue that most guys who haven't been in the cage aren't experts and certainly don't have AJ's entertainment value. Hey, thank you. Who have been in the cage aren't experts and don't have AJ's entertainment value. Hey, thank you, bro. The outside the cage analysis is different. There's a passion that comes from trying to be the best analyst versus trying to be the best fighter. Carry less of the ego. It's different. I see it open down the center. Bro, chopping it up with Rampage and Dillashaw would be crazy. I got to get that announcer voice. Still got that Joker, Gianni the Greek collab. Yeah, he ain't doing it. Fuck no. I'm laying it down on the value side. Sean Strickland at plus 215. No, I can't. Chad, I'm staying 5 more minutes, man. So y'all better get me 100 likes before I finish. Would I recap the 3 essential moments of Experts Lord of Dom? What would they be? The fucking Phil Rowe reaction? Tibura sucks. Gaethje's an animal. Grind. Oh, no, not grind. Good night, y'all. Hey, W, bro. Thank you for $19.99, PDX, you certified gangster. I appreciate the dono. My boy. Let me bring it up on screen, actually. I forgot we're on StreamYard. Hey, W, my boy. Thank you, PDX, for getting the dono train running towards the later stage of the stream. What's up, Nacho guy? Yeah, bro, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Having some good nighttime streams on the off weeks, you know? Breaking Bad, because I never finished Better Call Saul. That's why I'd pick it. That's why I would go with the show I was able to finish. I couldn't get through Better Call Saul. I watched 1 season. I want to rewatch as an adult, though. Breaking Bad and then Better Call Saul after. Yeah, definitely would. Like, I watched Breaking Bad when I was in high school, bro. It's blurry to me. What's up, H.R.U? Bro, AJ, what's up, my dog? Finish Better Call Saul. It's insane. I feel like I got to rewatch both. Season 1 sucks, but the rest is the best in TV history. Okay, if it's that fucking good. Do I need to go and rewatch Breaking Bad, though, you know? I feel like I might have to. Imagine you being on Jackson, as a tear to his face. How you think he'd do against Jan or Umar? Bro, I'll be honest with you. I was planning on, if I was on Dom Cruz's show, I'd ask him as well. I thought it could never top Breaking Bad, but it's insane. Okay. If you guys are telling me it's that good. Tell Rampage to a face, he go to a close decision with Alonzo Menafield. Bro, that would be fun. They'd be pissed. And you know what? Worst case scenario, they fucking jump me or something. It would be a goated moment. Experts jumped. It would fucking make me more viral. Favorite movie of all time. I mean, I have a special place in my heart for the Rocky series. Rampage got a temper, so I don't know how long of rage baiting until he reaches across the table and slaps you. I feel like I wouldn't rage bait him, though. I would just be honest. I think Dana's going to stay with the UFC at least another 10 years. Bro, Fili Jose Delgado, that's a banger, but my God, Delgado's going to tune him up. I'll definitely show Cruz the flying EJ. The movie Rudy, I don't know if I've seen it. Maybe. Remember, you got to chill. These light heavyweights are trash. You know, Dustin Jacoby would leave your palms up. Is crazy. Don Fry, the mustache guy. You need to, bro. You need to. Rocky series is nice. Damn, bro. Vegas 114. Philly Delgado. I love it. That's a great fight. We're getting all these random fight announcements, but we don't know the main event for 327. We don't know the co-main event for 326, for fuck's sake. Hopefully we know next week. I hope we do. I hope next week we get our answer. I pray we do. Chat, the like button is a moving. We're at 93. What's it going to take to get me 100 in the next minute? What do I got to do for you guys? You want me to fucking, I don't know. Seated shadow box, bro. I kind of feel like sitting down. I'm worn out, bro. I'm 194.8 today. Your boy's down 14 pounds since the cut began. No, I don't think Delgado's main eventing. That's a good, feature fight. I think, dude, you could chin Feely. I think I'm going Delgado KO. I think Delgado can put him down and out. Delgado with some big shots, backing him up, making him uncomfortable. You thought he beat Wood? He was definitely close. 194, J, amazing cut. J, hey, W Stormy. I'm feeling good, man. Man took my 20. What do you mean, Don Fry the mustache guy? I feel fucking solid, bro. I'm excited. I'm going low. I'm excited to get back in the 180s, dude. I was thinking it'd be kind of sick, though. Like, my plan is 177. 177, lean and mean, bro. Basharat is cut. I know. Basharat's out. Ferret is in. Javed is out. But maybe his contract is this up. Maybe they'll renegotiate. I don't know. Basharat is a little chinny, man. You're right. It's his greatest flaw. The downfall of Javed. Oh, Khan, hopefully Ija. Yeah, bro, that was a fucking robbery anyways. Ija should have got that decision. You got robbed, my boy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I know it's too late now to say sorry, but unfortunately, you got robbed on that fight, my boy. How does Oliveira go if he gets KO'd by Holloway? The Patty fight jumps out. Tui Slabasa re-signed because of his legendary cult following. Ija should have ended it in the second. You're right. The unfortunate truth, man. You know? Bro, AJ can sing. Listen, I'm a musical talent on the side. Baby, lock them doors and turn them lights down low. That's why I always sing random shit. I got to keep my vocals going. You know, we got I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. Hey, Jersey girl, thank you, Singer J. I appreciate it. She enjoys my musical talent. I'm almost done up here, Jersey girl. We just finished out. Really, we're chasing 100 likes. I'll shadow box right now. For the 100 likes, I'll shadow box. Let's do it. I'll stand right now. Let's go. Let's go. I'm just going to keep punching until we get 100 likes. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to fucking stop, bro. I just got to readjust the hat. Smooth 100, bro. Wee. Woo. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Smooth 100. Readjusting the hat don't count as stopping. Let's rewatch the shadow box, Jay Sesh. Bangkok ready. Let's go. Thank you guys for 100 likes. 106. Listen, I'll be live tomorrow. Maybe a video. Waiting for some damn news. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight. I had a good time. I hope you did as well. Beautiful boxing. Thanks, bro. Absolute W's to the chat. Thank you, Savages, for watching. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We're back on business next week with the usual content, but I've been enjoying doing these late night Savage streams. So we keep it coming. See you guys tomorrow, all right? Good night.